Today is the feature race, the Cookstown 100, and there are two of today's winners. On the front row, Scotsman Keith Amor is in pole position. Ryan Farquhar is alongside him. But one man who may have a thing or two to say about how this race is decided is Conor Cummins from the Isle of Man, who's riding for a locally based team, the McAdoo Racing team, who are here right on the circuit. Can you get in amongst the front pack?
I hope to, yeah. I've definitely got the bike to do it, so I just need to get a clean start and get away with them.
Nice to be riding for a local team. As I say, they're right on the circuit here in Cookstown.
Yeah, you know, it's McAdoo boys have been riding here for, well, you know, live on the circuit, so yeah, it's a bit of a privilege to be riding for them. So hopefully you can get a good result from them.
Time to join our race commentator, Dave Moore.
Thanks again, Stephen. We've been treated to some great racing, and I have a feeling, Jason, the best may have been saved until last.
Yeah, it's going to be a real fight, I think, between Ryan Farquhar and Keith Amor.
Well, watching the signal to go, Keith Amor, great start from him, front wheel in the air. We're on board with Conor Cummins, third this time as they go down towards Gorton. This is really quick.
Yeah, really flat out run down to here, and then some really hard braking.
Oh, look at Farquhar looking maybe perhaps inside Amor, but Amor defending his line. It's going to be Amor who turns in first. Cummins is going to be third behind Farquhar. The leading will be fourth on this occasion. And here comes the rest. John Burrows protesting. Adrian Archibald alongside him. Gary Johnson is there as well on bike 69-61. John Walsh, we're on board with Michael Dunlop just behind those four. And away we go. It's business as usual in the superbikes. Amor, Farquhar, Cummins. They are the front three. Remember, of course, Amor had the mistake first time around in the Open A race. This time, of course, he'll be out to make sure there are no mistakes. Malidi behind the leading trio as they go around Mackney. Conor Cummins on the McAdoo Kawasaki, and if he wanted to do well.
Yeah, for sure. He's had a couple of races to settle into it now, and he'll be looking for a big result in this final race of the day.
We're on board with Michael Dunlop further back down the order, of course, around Mackney.
Yeah, we've got Gary Johnson in Group B as well, of course, and Gary's had a quiet day so far, so he'll be looking to drag a result from this one.
Amor, Farquhar, certainly different riding styles. Farquhar looking just that little bit smoother around the corners.
Yeah, Keith's looking very aggressive, and Conor Cummins just that little bit back behind them, but looking menacing.
This is John Burrows, followed by John Walsh, and number 3, of course, Michael Dunlop. So then, the end of lap 1, it's Keith Amor. He leads by 0.4 of a second from Ryan Farquhar in second place. He is 0.7 ahead of Cummins, and Cummins is a second and a half ahead of Adrian Archibald, and it's Conor Cummins that we're riding with right now. So it's the Group A riders who are dictating things in this race. Into McAdoo, Cookstown, of course, you're very familiar with, Jason, rode here years ago.
Yeah, I think it's about 10 years ago for the last time, Dave, so time flies, but it comes back into your mind as you watch it.
Around Mackney, still no change in the top 3. But what will be happening elsewhere? Well, Gary Johnson is ahead of Adrian Archibald. Archibald keeping it tight. Johnson, oh, Gary Johnson, I was going to say carrying a lot of speed, but a moment there for Gary Johnson as he just found the ditch on the exit of that turn. We're on board with Conor Cummins, and we can have another look again.
Yeah, Gary Johnson, the man on the move at the minute, but he gets out in the dirty part of the track there, and it spins up pretty quickly, and pretty lucky to hang on to that one.
Still no change in the order. We're looking further back. 16 is John Burrows. Behind him is Michael Dunlop. That is the battle for 7th place. Keith Amor, though, still leading. Ryan Farquhar still in second place. Farquhar again. Watch it. Oh, now then, someone's gone down at 75. Damien Howard. But he seems okay. The bike, too, doesn't look too bad. Keith Amor, Ryan Farquhar. Still playing cat and mouse. We're on board with Michael Dunlop. He's looking at the inside of John Burrows. Michael Dunlop goes up into 7th place, ahead of John Burrows on the Suzuki. Amor, Farquhar looking again. Farquhar perhaps, has he got a plan? As Johnson goes across the line. Gary Johnson in 4th place, Adrian Archibald 5th. Oh, Keith Amor has gone down. He's gone down at McAdoo. The race leader is gone. Conor Cummins, he goes up into 2nd place. We're on board with Conor now on the McAdoo Kawasaki. But we can look at that one again, Jason.
Yeah, Keith Amor obviously pushing the pace, knows Ryan Farquhar's right on his tail, just gets in pretty hot, seems to lose the front, and then the back locks up on the way in, and gets up and walks away, which is the main thing, obviously.
High drama then again at Cookstown. Connor Cummins promoted up to second place. He'll have to go some if he's going to catch the man in front, Ryan Farquhar. Farquhar has a 7-second lead over Connor Cummins. And here is Ryan Farquhar. Well, he hasn't got the Tony Moore, but he knows his way around here. Man of the meeting last year. Looks like he's going to be man of the meeting for 2009. Now then, bike number 3, of course, Michael Dunlop. He's in 6th place. He's 7.5 seconds down on John Walsh, who's in 5th place. And he scrubs off the speed as he goes into Gortin. There is Gary Johnson. He's 15 seconds behind Connor Cummins, plus 2.5 seconds ahead of Adrian Archibald for 4th. But here comes Ryan Farquhar. It's going to be victory. What a performance.
Yeah, great day for Ryan Farquhar. Bike setup looks good, and he'll be very pleased with the Northwest 200 only a couple of weeks away.
Over the line then goes Ryan Farquhar for his 2nd victory here at Cookstown today. Connor Cummins, he'll go away with a 2nd place. But it's Ryan Farquhar who records his 12th ever victory at the Cookstown 100. This is how it all panned out then. Adrian Archibald 4th, ahead of John Walsh, with Gary Johnson 3rd, Connor Cummins 2nd, and Ryan Farquhar on top once more. So 2 victories in the big bike class races for Ryan Farquhar. He then went on to complete his hat-trick with this win in the Super Twin category. It was a dominant performance from Ryan on the ER6 650cc Kawasaki, crossing the finish line with a comfortable 10-second cushion.
Another win to complete a fine day for you.
I couldn't ask for any better, you know, things really good, getting 3 wins in a second. My 600, you know, we're still using the standard engine. Hopefully come Tander Ye that I'll have, you know, a wee bit more top speed, but, you know, it's a perfect way to start off the Irish road race season. Hopefully it can continue the whole year, you know, and winning, you know, 3 or 4 races every weekend, but it's not going to be easy.